Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Harry Tinkers.
Hi, good morning. This is day 4 and we are going to Pahalgam today.
Srinagar to Pahalgam takes 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, depending on the road conditions.
Oh, mountains के साथ क्या सुंदर लग रहा है ना?
Yellow, green, blue, white.
And so there'll be few pit stops which we'll be taking, which is at the Saffron fields. We saw these flowers of saffron, and there was also sarson ke khet. Pampore, also known as Padmanpur in history, is famous for its saffron cultivation. Pampore is one of the few places in the world where saffron is grown. And it is also said that Pampore is the only place in India where saffron is grown. So now if anybody tells you that saffron is grown in my area, it's a lie. It's only in Pampore near Srinagar where the cultivation of saffron is done. It's also called the saffron capital of India. It's spread across 11 kilometers, and only in that area the saffron is cultivated in India. If in school, if you would have learnt about the dissection of a flower, you would know that there's a part of the flower which is called the stigma and styles. So this stigma is called the threads of saffron. The word saffron comes from old French term saffron, which also means the gold strung, implying to the golden stamens of the flower and the golden color it creates when it's put for flavoring. So from one flower you can only get 1 to 2 strands of saffron, so you can understand that how valuable it is, and people selling it at lower cost are all fooling you, because if only 2 strands can be taken, the quantity of saffron is so less as compared to what it is shown in the market. So please be careful when you buy saffron from Kashmir. And then we got to a place where we tasted Kahwa and some dry fruits from the shop, and it was actually very different than what we get in other cities of India.
इसके अंदर आग लगाते हैं क्या?
हाँ, इसके अंदर आग लगा।
ये कौन कौन सा ड्राई फ्रूट्स रहता है?
ये खाली मावरा बादाम होता है।
अच्छा, बादाम होता है ना।
ये एक बार खोल के दिखाएंगे क्या?
नीचे ऊपर से इसको गरम कर रहे हैं।
हाँ, दे इंजन। ओह, अच्छा।
We were lucky enough to actually visit a apple farm, and because this was the flowering season of apple, we actually couldn't see the fruit as such. The natural topography and cold climate of Kashmir, where almost 75% of the apples are produced in India, makes it an ideal place for cultivating the fruit. And it's said that over 2.6 million tons are exported annually to the markets of India and abroad from Kashmir. When we went to Kashmir is when we knew that there are many varieties of apple which is grown in Kashmir, and till date we knew only 2 or 3, but we saw almost 12 to 15 varieties of apple in Kashmir.
Today we have come to see the apple orchard, and yeah, this is how the flower looks. The apple flowers, and it smells exactly like rose, actually better than rose.
अभी सितंबर में आएगा।
आप मुझे ऐसे आपको फेस्टिवल मिलेगी जून में, 15 जून से शुरू, दिसंबर
दिसंबर तक।
5-6 महीने, फिर हम दिसंबर का लास्ट जो क्योंकि आपका आज दिसंबर ये हमें बोल
There was apples from the previous year's produce, and we got to taste it, and they call it the golden apple.
A different kind of apple, and these are the smaller ones. Currently tasting the apple juice.
Very different, very fresh.
कोई बात नहीं मैम
It is also said that it's not important what the destination is. It's the journey which is worthwhile. The whole day was basically a very beautiful journey in the valleys of Kashmir, and the way from Srinagar to Pahalgam is actually very picturesque and beautiful. So it is the journey which is the beauty of this day. Talking about Pahalgam, it's the scenic beauty of nature which makes it so famous. And while we were going, we also saw that beautiful mountains with the river streams flowing and the cold climate, birds. It was all very mesmerizing to witness. The river which you see here is called the Lidar River, and it originates from Kolahoi Glacier, and the Lidar River flows through the valley of Pahalgam and was our companion for most of the part in the trip. Another activity what you can do in Pahalgam is you can just go for a walk around the town. It's actually very, very beautiful. Wherever you see, there are mountains all around you, and it's really breathtaking to walk and look at the local community, how it is. And we also did that. As soon as we reached Pahalgam, it was already evening. So we just went for a stroll and we saw the local areas.
We've just come for a village walk. Look at the view. Walking through these streets.
So this is the hotel which we stayed in Pahalgam, and I would like to tell that please do not stay in this hotel. The management is very bad. The food is very bad. I don't know that how they get customers here. We booked through a travel agency, and we registered a complaint because the heater was not working, hot water was not working, there was no power. So me and my brothers were staying in the terraced room, and it was full of cigarette smokes and cigarette butts in the bathroom. Even after telling them to clean the room, they didn't do it. We actually had to call the travel agency, and then they had to interfere in the matter. It was a very, very bad service from this hotel, and I would say that if any of the travel agent is giving you this hotel, please do not take it. So there was no proper arrangement of dinner at night. We had to wait for more than 2 hours to get the dinner. Even for breakfast, they had served a very unhygienic, bad food. I even felt sick after having their food. In total, the service was very bad. Among all the hotels we stayed in Kashmir, this was the worst. And I think most of the hotels in Pahalgam faces an energy issue. So there'll be power cuts at night, and your rooms will not be heated up. The night which we stayed in Pahalgam, it was actually -5. It was very, very cold. Without an insulated room, we actually struggled a lot. People with health issues can actually face really big problems staying in such hotels. I am not cribbing about the issue here, but This was the worst hotel experience I've ever had. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next episode.